from Cultaholic.com. My glasses fell off. Where am I? See? Now we're twins. Hi, I'm Tom Campbell from Cultaholic.com, joined by Adam Vachiti for a brand spanking new week of wrestling.
Yeah, another 5 days of this.
What a
Tom and Barry.
Boy you are.
I know, right? Well, I'm a handsome boy with the glasses
handsome
too.
plus 10.
Can't see a pissing thing, Tom. Do the intro, the headlines.
Here are news. We have the reason that Shane McMahon wasn't on SmackDown this week. Some possible WWE Draft Spoilers for you. And we'll talk about everything confirmed for tonight's Raw from Madison Square Garden. Here comes the money.
Not my words, the words of Shane McMahon. Jim Johnston. Who sang that? Jim Johnston?
Jim Johnston didn't sing that. It was the ladies' voices.
Here comes the money. He produced it.
Do you know what he did sing? He sang the first SmackDown theme. Do you know what the lyrics are?
Oh, yeah, go on.
The lyrics are absolute nonsense.
Yeah?
And it's just him going, true story.
Is that right?
Yeah. The Cultaholic Classic SmackDown review will delve deeper into this on the podcast stream tomorrow.
I've been listening, just to say, before we get to Shane McMahon, there's his picture. Before we get there, I've been listening to some of those Uncaged albums on Spotify, all of the sort of rarities. Yeah. Jim Johnston was the most talented, diverse mother effer. Why did they get rid of him? Why is he not on the Hall of Fame? Shane McMahon, not on SmackDown for 2 weeks.
Uncaged 8, the cage lowering music is music to make love to. Songs to make love to.
So Shane's been gone for 2 weeks. We have the reason behind this. It's not an especially exciting one.
No.
It's a real life issue. It's something that we may all have to do at one point. I can't bloody wait to do it. Jury duty. Shane McMahon is on jury duty. It's not the creative have nothing for him.
No.
God forbid.
He's actually there just making sure that the law, order and justice of the United States of America is handed down.
Oh, I hope it's a long case. I hope this is this needs to be like OJ length case.
Oh,
What's going to be bringing up? This should be, you know when Homer Simpson figures out that he's going to get put up in a swanky hotel and all his meals are going to be paid for, and so he votes, he says not guilty. Like, he's like, oh no, definitely innocent, just so he can stay there a little bit longer. Shane McMahon, do that so you can stay away from our screens for as long as possible. No. Carry on, anything to add?
Really, that's all there is. We don't know when Shane McMahon is going to be back on our screens. I'm quite enjoying the break at the moment, as Adam is apparently.
He'll be back for Survivor Series.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, it'll be Team Shane versus Team Owens, I guess.
By that point, do you think we'll be ready to see him again?
No.
No, are you done? Are you completely burned on him now?
No, I don't want to say completely burned on him, because if he came back in 5 years' time, after the 5-year case that's currently happening, OJ2, yeah, I would be. Thank you.
The table's a bit mucky.
I'd be excited. Remember when Here Comes the Money hit and he came out back in, what was that, 2006, was it?
It was when we hadn't seen him for years, when he was off going to do with other non-WWE things.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, whoa, there he is.
That was cool.
It was like a light. Like a beacon of good hope.
I don't know. I think if I heard that in 5-10 years' time, I'd be like, yeah, he's back. This is cool. We're going to see him jump off some high stuff, despite the fact that he's 75 now. But at the same time, maybe in my head, it would still be, oh, God, is this going to happen again? Is he going to ruin TV for 12 months or however long it's been? Would you be excited?
I would, yeah, because Shane McMahon rested is actually quite a good guy to have around. He had, right, and many people will think this is hyperbole, and probably a bit of it is. He had the initial early stage idea for NXT in 2006.
Right, okay.
Because when ECW came into the fold, the plan was going to be, an exclusive to WWE.com show, which was going to showcase some either younger talent who weren't getting much of a shine on the main product, or way of bringing new people in. It was essentially going to be what became NXT.
Gotcha.
And he was really up for that. And then obviously, everybody gets their hands in and they go, the Sandman versus the Zombie. That's the direction we want for this product. So it didn't come to pass. So I think Shane does have a wrestling brain, but at the moment he's very much wrapped up in what's Shane McMahon going to do next. There was talk a while ago that most meetings, there is at least one moment where Shane comes in and pitches about 300 ideas of what he can do next. I really want that to be real. Okay, so I'm going to face Roman Reigns next month, and this is how we're going to do it. Do you feel cold, Adam? It must be a draft. Draft coming up in October.
Yes.
And we have a little sneaky cheeky preview of some of the names that might be involved in it, Adam.
Yeah, so an ad ran on Fox a couple of nights ago with a few superstars who aren't currently on the blue brand. They appeared in that promo. And those are Rey Mysterio coming over from Raw to SmackDown.
That's where he started his career in 2002. His WWE career, at least.
The Miz.
Nice, I'm all right with that. Miz was a big part of SmackDown over the time anyway.
Yep.
SmackDown kind of feels like the Miz is home more than Raw anyway.
I agree, 100%.
I think.
Yeah.
So you get those shows where some people feel better placed there, and Miz feels like a SmackDown guy.
This is one that definitely feels like a Raw guy or gal, Alexa Bliss.
Wasn't she a SmackDown guy at first?
No, she's been there, but to me,
Yeah.
I definitely associate her with Raw.
Just Alexa Bliss?
Not just Alexa Bliss.
Ooh.
Becky Lynch.
Ah.
Oh,
The
big
man's
names.
coming around.
Not Ric Flair, don't sue us, Rick.
Sorry.
Big names there, if they do come over.
I think it's one of those things, and it's weird to say this when you have the WWE Championship on that brand, but you could build that show around Becky Lynch as the women's champion. And again, it's sad to say that when
a Becky Shane feud would be absolute
Shane
money.
is super up for that.
For sure.
But Becky's got a history of SmackDown, first SmackDown Women's Champion.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So therefore, does this mean that she's dropping the Raw belt? If this is true, she's surely dropping the Raw belt.
I think she is. It's to Sasha.
Yeah.
Clash of Champions. This got to happen pretty soon, yeah.
I still think we want to see Sasha and Bayley with all the belts.
You really want that, don't you?
All the belt girls, all the belt ladies.
It's fine.
I'm fine with that. So it might mean that Becky's reign will have to come to an end at Clash of Champions if she's going to go to SmackDown and rule the roost there. She'll have to take a red belt with her.
I believe the plan is to still run this draft Superstar Shake-Up. Sorry, get the branding right. The second week of the show, which is a weird way of doing it, isn't it?
I guess
like the premiere episode, and then you sort of mess things up a little bit with all of the viewers that you've just got back because they're running so many ads for this show on Fox at the moment. And it's just like the second week is.
Well, you've got to
different.
appreciate that it's the first week for a lot of people. It'll be a new audience for a lot of new people.
This is what I'm saying, and then
therefore
disrupting that with the following week, I think is a weird thing.
Yeah, it's more the fact that you want like all the stars. Like this is what the show's about. Bang, 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 bang. I wouldn't want to start a brand new era of SmackDown on a brand new station with basically what it is, which is admin, which is wrestling admin.
No, I agree.
Let's
So do it
organise
the week
people
before it
there.
goes to Fox.
And like get all the stars. But
Yeah,
then
so you've just got everyone who's going to be on that brand, the people that they're going to see regularly, ready to go. Rather
then you're going to want a little bit of cross-pollination to beef up that first episode of SmackDown. You're going to want maybe Rollins on that one with Kofi. You're going to
and then going, but you're not going to see them again the following week.
Yeah, why not?
Sure,
Bait and switch.
all right.
WWE are good at that.
Yeah.
You know. Now, you may have seen a lot of talk on Twitter over the weekend about an incident that took place at a Rev Pro show last Friday at York Hall. It was a tag team match between Aussie Open and Char Samuels and Josh Bodum. Now, the match ended prematurely early as a result of Josh Bodum not kicking out of a referee's count. And so the decision was made to call an audible in the ring, basically. So Char Samuels and Josh Bodum called an audible and attacked the referee. So you see Char Samuels slam the referee onto the mat. You then see Josh Bodum attacking the referee on the outside of the ring. Now, the referee in question, Aaren Wilde, has come out a week later to talk about this. And he has said that the incident left him with injuries that have meant that he's sort of temporarily retired from wrestling, and it's also caused him a lot of issues in his regular job as well. This has been quite a hot issue over the weekend, and last night Rev Pro issued a statement about it.
Yeah, I'll just sort of bullet point the statement from Rev Pro. First of all, Aaren Wilde, we hope you're okay and that you do recover very soon. Rev Pro have suspended Josh Bodum from their company. They've stripped Josh and Char of the tag belts. So Josh Bodum will no longer appear at any Rev Pro shows going forward. Josh Bodum has also taken to Instagram. He's deleted his Twitter, saying that he is gone from wrestling. He's retired from wrestling as a whole. Char Samuels, however, will not be fired from the company. He is, however, on his last warning. If any further incidents happen, they will cut ties with Char also.
They were keen to say that, however, we are confident, given his track record, he will respond to this in the most positive manner possible.
Absolutely, and I think he has done. He took to Twitter and made an apology for what happened, and said that it was unprofessional, which it absolutely was. He was trying to get the heat back after the loss. The finish didn't happen as it intended to. It happened 5 minutes earlier. But at the same time, like if Josh Bodum didn't get his shoulder up, the referee should have counted the 3.
Yeah.
The ref was just doing his job here. So fair play to Char, first of all, for coming out and apologising. It was unprofessional. But you know, at the end of the day, both of the attacks, and Josh's was far worse. The knees that he was laying in, and the punches, it was worse than a scoop slam. But the fundamental issue for me here is don't attack somebody who hasn't consented to it previously. You don't know what position that the referee's in. He's a non-wrestler. I know he'd done some wrestling training, but you don't know what position, how his body is if he's able to do that. And if something isn't planned, that it's not the right thing to do.
Rev Pro made steps going forward as well to stop something like this ever happening again. They're instituting an internal incident report policy for the company, which I think is a great idea. They have something similar in place for when there's issues in the crowd, where a member of the crowd can report on something they've seen that they're not happy with, and it's done with confidentiality. And it's a similar thing now with the guys in the ring as well. I think this is actually just a nice thing to have for shows in general.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, you know. Yeah, there is an issue with, I think, wrestling shows in general where things do happen in the crowd. It's nice to know that there's a direct point of contact for issues that do occur, because I know people that have been uncomfortable at wrestling shows for a whole variety of reasons. I think there needs to be these clear guidelines certainly for wrestlers, but also for the people attending the shows, so that they know if an incident arises, this is the person that you go to. So that's a step in the right direction. This should have never happened to begin with.
No.
Absolutely never happened to begin with. It's completely unacceptable. I'm glad that Rev Pro have taken what I think is the right course of action.
They've also privately and publicly apologised to Aaren Wilde, and they've actually said that if in the event that he can't referee again, they'd like to extend the invite to work in other parts of the business if he should so wish.
Good.
So that's a goodwill gesture from Rev Pro after what's been a rather unsettling incident over the past week.
Absolutely. And from all of Cultaholic, Aaren Wilde, we hope you get well soon.
And finally tonight, the WWE returns to its spiritual home of that weird room upstairs in New York where Monday Night Raw used to come from.
Where they can't put the Tron.
Where they can't fit a Tron, where they have to take 300 journeys up and down the stairs to put the ring in.
I bloody love it. There's nowhere like MSG, is there? There's something very, very special about it. So I'm really looking forward to Raw and SmackDown.
I love when they do Madison Square Garden shows and it's such a geeky wrestling thing, and I'm proud of being a wrestling geek, where they can't put the Tron and the entrance in the normal place, so they have an entrance that faces the hard camera. I love that. I love that. Fair. It's so cool. Like they did it for the Rumble in 2000. I love that.
I was thinking of the 2008 one where Cena came back.
Oh, yeah.
And you just see it, and then the shot goes back, and you can see him stood behind, and Triple H. Oh, yes, class.
Great moment. So big night for Madison Square Garden wrestling fans tonight, because it's a Raw tonight, and we've got Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair versus Bayley and Sasha Banks in tag team action. I think they should have held off on this. I feel like this could have been a good 3-4 month build to like the 4 Horsewomen's tag team match.
It does seem a little bit throwaway, which isn't just, it's a weird thing, isn't it, being a wrestling fan? We're whinging about getting something really, really good a little bit too early because it's not the way that we would have done it. But I do agree with you. At the same time, I'm just really, really excited for it. 4 Horsewomen in a match, that's really great.
Yeah,
really looking forward to it. The other confirmed segments, the one that I'm most excited for, I'm just going to get this out of the way now, is Rey Mysterio Grand Metalik. This is going to be Grand Metalik's Buddy Murphy moment. This is going to make him.
What, he's going to
big prediction.
chuckle on a scaffolding on
No, this is going to be that.
It was Grand Metalik all along.
This is going to be the big thing, and people are going to get behind Grand Metalik following this match, because don't do a screwy finish or something like that. Let them wrestle for 10-15 minutes, and it'll be magic. People will see just how great Grand Metalik is, because he is.
I'm excited for the moment. After a 30-minute tour de force, Grand Metalik stands up, takes his mask off, and it's Dominic. Just me on that one. Fair enough.
AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander in a non-title match. That's cool. Cedric getting a push still.
The OC cost Cedric his chance at the King of the Ring. Yep. So there's rumblings afoot. And talking of the King of the Ring, this is unprecedented. Triple threat semi-final between Ricochet, Baron Corbin, and Samoa Joe.
Who you got?
Oh, I think it's Ricochet, because I've heard rumblings that this whole situation has unfolded because they want Ricochet to be this superhero overcoming the odds to get into the finals of the King of the Ring, and what odds to overcome big beefy Baron Corbin and big beefy Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
And it's a nice easy story you can tell with that one. I reckon put Ricky in the final.
Agreed.
Ricky.
You know what I want to see is the final now? I want to see Baron Corbin in there, which I know people are going to be anti, but I want him to face Chad Gable.
That'd be
Corbin
quite nice.
Gable would be really good. At the same time, then I want Gable to lose. Because it will piss loads of people off. King Corbin, I actually like. But Chad Gable, people will get super behind him as the underdog who can then overthrow someone who isn't maybe Baron Corbin.
And also tonight we have Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman's contract signing, mediated by Stone Cold Stephen Austin.
Forgot about that. There you go.
Thing that's happening as well. That's exciting, Steve Austin.
Plugging his beer and being bored.
If you're ready for me to countersign, give me a hell yeah. Oh, it's the rebel spirit lives. Are you not excited about seeing Steve Austin?
No, I am. No, did it make it seem like I wasn't? No, I'm looking. I always look forward to seeing Steve Austin.
Austin's when he does the wrestlings. He's great fun.
He hasn't done the wrestlings in a while.
When he turns up at the wrestlings to do some
to shill his beer.
Shill some beer.
Broken Skull IPA. You can buy it from a website.
He makes a lot of money. Well done to you, sir. Enjoy night one of Madison Square Garden WWE shenanigans. Undertaker's on tomorrow night, so that'll be fun, among some other things. I do not have an outro or an outro. I don't have an intro or an outro. I haven't even had a drink this morning, Your Honour. But Adam Pachiti's got one, and here he is with a t-shirt on telling you about Patreon.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.